Ryan Blackwell. I'm looking to see if there's anybody I don't know. I think I know most everybody here, but if I don't know you, well, first of all, thank you for being here. It really means a lot to myself and the family. And for those that don't know me, I'm Ryan, like Gene said. Vicky's grandson, and until the great-grandchildren came along, and until, I guess, the step-grandchildren came along, I was one of 7 grandkids, and I was the favorite. I was the favorite grandson. I'm sorry, which isn't hard to achieve when you're the only grandson. But so being the only grandson, family gatherings were always, to say the least, interesting. It was my sister Jill, cousins Kelly, Christy, Carrie, Angie, and Sarah, and me. So when the family did get together, I always had to play with all these girls, and as the only boy, you can get stuck in some roles that you don't want to play. And, example, if the girls played Barbie, it was Ken. If the girls played Charlie's Angels, I was Bosley. Bosley's not the fun one. All right. Anyway, I learned to adapt. My sister and Jill and I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house when we were young. 2 to 3 days a week during the summers we spent there, and card games, puzzles, catching a movie at the Briarwood Theater, which Sarah mentioned earlier, going to the park were all things that we did on a regular basis. For a person that never did have a driver's license, Grandma could always figure out a way to keep us entertained, and she had such a loving spirit, and it really always did make you want to be around her. For me, spending the night at Grandma's was the best, and she knew good and well that we were supposed to be in bed by 9:30, but I can remember many times staying up very late with her and watching reruns of shows like Burns and Allen, The Twilight Zone, which is great for like a 6-year-old kid to watch before he goes to bed. And of course, I Love Lucy was the ultimate favorite. These things are just memories that I'm really, really fond of. Grandma was a giver. She never expected anyone to return the favor, ever. And that's a quality that I think we can all say few of us really, truly have. It's really easy to say what's in it for me, and she never was like that. And not only would she help anyone out, she'd also really do it with a genuine smile. I mean, just the way she was. Until the last 5 or 6 years, Grandma always, well, maybe it was even 7 years, Grandma always did her own yard work. She loved working in the yard, or I don't know if she loved it or not, but she did it, and she did really good at it. I can remember going by her house, and it looked like the self-propelled lawnmower she had was literally dragging her around the yard. And she was sort of like an Olympic sprinter trying to keep up with it. But as she got a little older and into her 80s, she had to get some help from on some of that. We all pitched in to help her out here and there. I was mowing her yard probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 summers ago, and this is, I know everybody's expecting me to tell one story, but I'm not going to tell that one. I'm going to tell this other one. This is one I've got to tell here. So, you know what? I'm going to have to take a coat. Okay. So I'm bagging her yard because that was the only way she would accept it done. And so I get one of these bags out. And they make these things just long enough to where you can't quite get your arm all the way in there. She goes, just give me that thing. And she grabs this bag. Now remember, she's this tall, weighs about 90 pounds, and this is what she does. And I am laughing so hard. I mean, I can't believe she's got this thing. I couldn't get all the way in there. I'm too big. She has this thing completely wrapped around her. All I can see are her feet. And I mean, it was just so funny to me. I thought I will never ever forget that. And I have thought for a long time about being able to tell that story. So anyway, that's all I've done.
That was good.